Hello there, my name is Valerie White Williams, and today I'm talking about keeping up on the news. And I want to talk to you so you understand that I know as we grew up, we're always supposed to be keeping track of everything going on in the news and the local news and the world news and all these things. But my opinion is that you don't want to get too invested, because what happens is that we start merging our energy in ways that don't make us feel good. And we can only be effective with anything if we are coming from a place of wholeness and calm without getting uptight. Because here's the thing, I don't know if you've ever thought of this, but 150 years ago, people didn't have a news that is always blasting your ear from all over the world. Our bodies really aren't designed to take on energy that's not in our field of place, our family, our local community. And so when we constantly hear about things that we have no power to change, we have no power to make an effect, it creates stress. We see pictures on the news and talking on the news, and even if you are very passionate about the subject and have a strong opinion, it actually gets us off kilter. And so I'm not saying don't look at the news, don't talk about the news, but you need to actually have some boundaries. Because people that are so invested in the news, they get out of their point of power. They're having an emotional reaction. And as I've talked about emotions before, is the emotions are really something that happens to you in the moment. And so a lot of times when we tune into news, we are saddened or angry or frustrated, not very much joy, because if it bleeds, it leads. But we have to actually have some boundaries with it. It's maybe easier to read about it than hear people talking. And I know when things happen, big tragedies and things going on, a lot of people are just addicted to learn more, what's inside and who said what and who did this, and we're going to break it down. That's a recipe for not being very grounded in your own life. And the only way we can change the world is to be grounded and at peace. And we have to look, okay, it's going over there, but we can't change things. And it's just a recipe of really feeling unstable. So just take that with a grain of salt, because I know we all care about things. We all care about these subjects that come up. But we're really, a lot of times, especially overseas, we have no power over that. And we just really need to keep our energy clean and clear. And from that clear, grounded place, we can observe what's going on. But to get so riled up and so invested in things that was way outside of our arena isn't always very healthy. And it actually sells advertising and it does, these things. But again, in the turn of the century, in the 1900s, people were not always tuning in to all these world events, or it was in print. And I think that with video and, on the scenes, it can really mess with you. So just have some boundaries. Maybe just say, okay, I'm going to listen this much and then I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to listen this much and then I'm going to take a break. Because I think once you do that, you're going to feel more empowered in your own life. Because here's the deal, we're really here to work in our own sphere of influence, our own life, in our own community, in our own families. And we certainly can choose to make a difference by, giving people money for things. But if we just get so invested in what's going on in the news, we're apt to kind of lose our center. And we're only in our power when we are grounded and have our energy in a clean place. So just think about that, because I really care about all you guys, and I know we're in this world change, and there's so much going on. I mean, there's just it's like everything's going on. I mean, we just can't. Our bodies are not equipped to deal with that. It's just not. We can't do it. So just take some limits. Find ways that you can actually satisfy your news, but not allow it to actually take over. So I hope that makes sense for you guys. I really want to help you, and thanks for all the likes, shares, and subscribes on this channel. And I know I do a lot of astrology, but sometimes I just want to do some more like mental health, emotional health, so we can actually stay active in changing the world. And the way we're going to do that is we have to have that visual. We have to visualize that world and cling to that. Cling to that message. All right. Also, I want to let you know I have this group called Creative Soul Alignment, and that's where we celebrate creativity and spirituality. Love to see you there. All right. Take care. Bye.